Right guys, we're back in the man cave. If you've just seen my last video, you'll be aware that I've just got hold of the M01, which is the Orlandoo Hunter military truck, and I've been asked to build that for Mr. Drone Junkie himself. So in this episode, what we're going to do is we're going to do a fast build that I can do, hopefully, on a new thing. I've never built one of these. Matter of fact, no one's really ever built one of these because they're brand spanking new out. So I'm going to have to try and rush through this, get it done as properly, but as fast as I can. So stay tuned. I'm going to do some time lapse. Right guys, another little tip for you. Now I've seen a lot of people struggling with their calipers and verniers and things like that, trying to measure out the rods. You know, the little rods with the ball ends on. Right, you don't really need to. I don't know if you can see, but that size that's there, that's correct. So what you can actually do is just get the rod, place it on the picture, and marry it up to the size of the picture. Same with that one. So yeah, that's something to bear in mind. You don't actually need to measure these things because Orlandoo Hunter has put an exact size of the drawing on the thing. How about that? So there's a chassis all built up, and we've sent off a whole bunch of stuff to the paint shop, and it's come back. We've got orange. Doesn't look very orange, but it's orange. If that helps. There you go. It's orange. So now we've got to get putting this all together. Right guys, so obviously I've done the orange that we've seen already. Now what I've done is I've added a whole bunch of details to it. So I've still got all this stuff to go. But yeah, check it out. This is what we've got for Drone Junkie. Look at this. Not bad, not bad. Lots of orangey bits. Right there, Drone Junkie. And on the back, Drone Junkie. Can't say it's not Drone Junkie's car. So yeah, hopefully he's going to like this. I like it. Anyway, now it's time, I guess, to start doing stuff like the LEDs and putting it together. Right, update time. So what I've managed to do, as you can see, we've fitted the bed on there, we've fitted the boxes. We've fitted the little jerry can on there and the back things. Done the wiring as well, some of it, because I've run out of LEDs. So we've got all the wiring done for these lights. We've got the wiring done for a set of 3 lights at the back there. So we've done all the ones on the back. Around the front, that's where I've run out now. So I've managed to get that one's in, that one's in, that one's in, and that one's in. For all the ones that are going to be for the top, I'm not going to be able to do them at the minute, so until I get some more LEDs, that's going to have to just be like, you know, put the lenses on. But hey ho, never mind. I think that you actually need about 22 LEDs in total of the white ones. You can't go mixing the coloured ones with the white ones, because the coloured ones, they draw too much power, I think it is, and it prevents the white ones from working. So bear that in mind. Don't get coloured ones, do them all white, and then colour in the lenses. So that's how it is that we're going to do this. With regards to the wiring with the LEDs, what I've done, these thicker ones that I've got here, they're actually running all the way to the back, and then it spurs off from there to each individual LED itself, the SMD LEDs. So I've got the rears are just purely these two, and the fronts so far are all of these ones. So I've got to split them into the colours, you know, black, or I think it'd be white, so black and white and red and black. Put them together, solder them up, because I'm using a regular receiver. Obviously we're going to have just lights on, there's not going to be no indicators and stuff like that, but for what it is, I think it'll be fine. These little metal step things that are there, they are a nightmare to put on. Oh my god. Right, so I've now got to put the lenses on the top here, so one there, one there, one there, one there, and one there. So what I'm going to do is actually put the lenses in first of all. It's also one there and one there. But yeah, I'm going to put the lenses in, and then hopefully, fingers crossed, I can hit it from behind with some of this Revel glue, because this stuff dries clear, so fingers crossed you'll still be able to see through it, and it should work. Let's get on it. Right guys, one thing to mention about the M01. do not go out and buy yourself one of the fast, one of the 1000 RPM, 2000 RPM, 3000 RPM. They just haven't got the guts in it, trust me, I know. Basically, I've gone ahead and built this, given it a test with a 1000 RPM in it, which is what I was supplied with, and it was rubbish. It would barely get off the line, so bear that in mind. Don't buy a fast RPM motor. I'd suggest go for a 300 RPM. There's plenty of speed, plenty of torque, plenty of power. That's what you want to be going with. Right guys, so that is the size of one of the normal wheel nuts. Now with this M01 kit, you have other nuts that you have to do. Let me just show you. Look at that. That little speck. God, the camera can't even focus in on it. Now that is a tanning nut. Right guys, so a quick update. Let's talk about the electrics, what it is that I'm going to be putting inside of this awesome little car. I'm going for the brand new TS0002, which is one of those tiny little ESCs that Orlandoo Hunt has just released. So we're going to be throwing one of them in it, which means that obviously we've got to use some form of transmitter that's not Orlandoo Hunter. Now I've had this idea for a little while now. I've been out and got myself one of these. I don't know if you've seen or heard of these. These are the Turbo Racing, what are they called? The TBTX2. So this particular transmitter has got, I don't know if you can see that, 7 channels, so lots of options there of things to do with it. You can actually get these from Drone Junkie, funnily enough, and they're only about 40 quid. So 40 quid for a transmitter and a receiver that does 7 channels. It's got gyroscopic stabilisation on it. It's got absolutely loads of things, so you can change all of your settings. It goes through all of them endpoint adjustments. You've got the crawler mode, so you've got all-wheel steering, front wheel steering, rear wheel steering, absolutely loads of different options there. This is the only remote as well that I've ever seen. It's got a little torch on the end, so that's something to bear in mind there, isn't it? Yeah, a little torch on it. It's always good, so if you drop anything, you can always find it. It's also got, built into this, feels like I'm selling this, it's also got built into it a battery tester, so you can test 2S LiPos, 3S LiPos, things like that. And you just plug them into the bottom of the controller itself, and it will tell you what the voltage is for each cell on your LiPo, so that's pretty damn good. And it also has a temperature probe as well. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to use that for, but nice to know it has one. So yeah, we're going to be using this bad boy. So if you want to get one of these, head over to dronejunkie.co.uk, 40 quid, easy, job done. Right guys, so it is complete, believe it or not. I'm very much happy with how it's turned out. I'm sure that Drone Junkie is going to be absolutely over the moon with this build. It has taken one hell of a long time to do it. I think it's taken me probably about best part of 4 days, I think, to get to this completed end, but hey ho, it's done now, so time for the big reveal. So there you have it, the OH32M01, boom, right there. I loved building this. It was very, very entertaining to build. Lots of tricky bits, but you know, persistence is the key. Lots of forward thinking as well. What bits do you need to build, paint, whatever, but at the end of the day, it's all up to you. So don't forget, hit that like, subscribe and share button, and see you on the next one. Don't forget, we've got another M01 coming up very soon, along with, I've also got another, oh my goodness, I've got a Ford F-150 I've got to build. Actually, I've got 2 of those I've got to build. I've got a Tamiya truck that I'm building at the moment, and loads of other stuff. So stay tuned, subscribe, see you next time.